Richter Overtime.
Yes.
Are you ready to make this video?
It depends what the video is.
It's a video. All you have to do is talk in the background. It's gonna be like a Call Me Carson sort of video. I know you're a big
What is
fan of
that?
Call Me Carson.
What does that? What does that mean? What does he do in his video? Welcome to the Richter Overtime, or welcome to the Rat Lobber and Richter Overtime.
Trying to steal my
GMOD
show.
Player model tier list. Now, there's a few things you want to. I think there's a few things you want to kind of factor in, and that's what's funny, what has a colorable nature, and which is badass.
Which
and
is
each of
badass.
these, I think those are the three defining factors. Or am I tripping?
That's true. That's true. And the thing is, it's important. It's important. These are the models when you join your freaked up friend server, and he has all these furry models and all these anime Hatsune Miku player model. You're gonna have to pick one of these guys to represent yourself, and that's important. It's very, very important. We'll do top to bottom. We'll start with Alex Vance. We're looking at an Alex Vance blue variant because it's what's default. I didn't change anything.
WGAT.
She's WGAT.
Is in her favor.
Speaking
She's
of
got pretty
WGATs,
eyes.
WGAT.
Oh my goodness! Put that in the video. Yeah.
That's got to go in the video. This is
They're gonna
WGAT.
think we're fucking jerking off.
Now,
Yeah,
the thing about this,
pretty-
player model is nobody uses it.
It's a good player model, though. It's a good player model.
It's okay.
It's not bad. I would give it a B. I would give it a B.
Alex Vance B tier. Next up, Barney Calhoun.
See, the problem with Barney is that the colorability on him just looks bad. It just looks
I just
bad.
disagree. I think he's classic. I think he's the most. I think he's the GMOD player model. He's one of the GMOD player models. There's a lot of the definitive GMOD player models, but Barney is one of them.
I think he's really cool. I just think that the little patch on his chest becoming blue looks stupid to me.
It does look stupid.
Right.
The colorability is. I think in the colorability department he's a D tier. Overall though he's high. He's got everything going for him. He's a normal fella.
What are we going to do? A B or an A? A B?
Yeah, that's fair. We'll put this guy in B tier. I think he's a B tier skin. All right.
That was a
B tier for Barney.
Good choice.
Next up we got Dr. Breen.
No.
Everyone knows Dr. Breen.
I mean, I think this is our first S tier. I mean, Dr. Hacks, hello.
That's true. This might be. I don't know.
Colorability, perfect colorability.
I like him. I will say,
Classic gentleman.
I will say he's not as inherently funny as some of the others, right? But that doesn't
Yeah,
matter because he's classic.
true.
He's iconic. He's distinct, and you need a straight man. Every funny, whatever needs a straight man, and I think Breen is. Well, he's probably bi, but I think he's still a straight man.
We'll do high A. He's not the best, but he's great. He's a great model.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with high A. Our next up we got Charple, burnt guy.
So this is an undeniably funny one.
This is as far as funniness goes. This is S tier. It's an undeniable classic. Wait, I was supposed to say. I forgot. I'm copying the Duwap Counter-Strike guy, so I'm supposed to say what it says about you. I think if you use the skin, you're OG Gary's mod player. I think it's just pure Gmod. It's not the. It's a very hard skin to look at, but its funniness is, I think, makes it deserve S.
He looks like an SCP or something, and he's not the real dead body, which makes him a little bit more, he doesn't have the stigma or stink on him.
Yeah.
It's just, that's like a fucked up burnt guy running towards you. It's just kind of funny.
I gotta put him in S tier. He's a great skin.
We're doing S tier? I can agree with an S tier on him. He's really
a great
good.
skin. He's just funny. I think he's undeniably one of the funniest.
All right, Chell, I think is just a middle of the road C probably. Like I would never use it, but it's a good model. The colorability is good. She's pretty. I get it. She's wearing heels. She's probably she might be the prettiest girl in the game.
That's
Prettiest
true.
girl model.
If you love feet and heels, hey. But I think if you use this, you're a freak, though. To be honest, and for that reason, I have to give Shell a C tier. C for Shell.
Yeah.
I just can't support that. Combine
That's
Elite.
That's top S.
He's great.
Best
This
colorability.
is your. If
great.
you
It's
use this,
GMOD
you're an admin. You're like an adult. You're an adult Gmod. You're a. I don't want to say veteran, but you are a more mature Gary's mod player. You're here for creativity. You're probably making motor engines in Gary's mod.
I think he's top S. I think he's top S. I think he's the best one yet.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I'm comfortable giving the Combine Elite an S. All right, Combine other guy. Combine other. I don't even know what you call this.
This guy was better without color. He's not as cool with the coloring shit. I'll be real. I think them putting color on him when he didn't really need it, like when he just had blue eyes, he was really cool. But this kind of like muted gray thing bumps him down to like a C or a D.
Yeah, I'm feeling C on this guy. I think if you use this person, you're just like boring. This is like I mean, this is like Honda Accord. He's just so boring.
He could be a D tier in my opinion. He could be a D.
You know, I don't like it. I'm going D tier. Next up, Combine Prison Man. He's a prisoner.
He's better because he doesn't have the color ability. I think
he's
got better.
He's got better textures. He's got better color. The colors are nicely coordinated. His textures aren't as gross. His eyes are cool and yellow. This is just like a cooler version of the last one. This is just like a cooler version of the last one.
It is. It's better. It's better.
It's just way better.
This one could be a B tier, maybe.
Yeah, I think if you use this, you probably used the last one and you realized it sucked, so you came to your senses and used this one. I don't know. He's not as good as Barney. He's a C. He's a high C though. He's in front of Shell for sure.
Do you really think that the Charple up there is better than the Elite? Because I think the Elite tops it just by having the color.
We'll put the Elite in front of Charple. Well, next up.
All right, next we got Real Dead Body.
Real Dead Body, classic.
How are we gonna? Now this is legendary. This is legendary, but if you use this, you're dirty.
Yeah, it's great that it's in the game. It's great that it's a player model. But if you use this, just use Charple if you want to be fucked up and weird. This is just too far. You're too far. You're live leak. You're live leak CEO.
Fong on the model looks weird when it reflects. I don't know if you see what I mean.
Yeah. Ugh. Look at that. Ew. That's so nasty, man.
It can't be a D. It can't be a D.
It can't be a D, but it can be a C for Charple.
We'll give it a C. I think a C is fair.
I still think he's in front of Shell, though. I think
I think so as well.
Slightly less fucked up than Shell. Now we're getting to the real shit.
Arctic,
the Counter-Strike skins.
Bro, Arctic might be another A or S tier to me.
I was honestly,
it's not colorable.
Honestly, this is real. The reason I wanted to make this video is because I picked out the Arctic player model for like the first time in years, and I was like, damn, this is S tier. This is just so good.
It's so S tier, I think.
It's so epic and clean. His eyes just stare at you.
And I mean, this is probably the best model in the game it's from. This is probably the best Counter-Strike source model.
Yeah, it's just really good. This is just if you use this, you're awesome. You're just awesome. This is like the fucking Maybach of GMOD player models. It's just white and clean and perfect.
You got that right, partner. Yeah, S tier. I don't know if he's better than the other ones, but he's S tier.
He's S tier. I think he's better than Charple. He's S tier.
You're probably right there. You're probably right.
Next up, we get, I think this is GIGN, he's called.
Yeah, the SAS.
He's classic. I like him.
So he's undeniably classic. He was like the SWAT guy in Dark RP. He really should be colorable, I think. That's my take. He really should be.
You think so?
There's no reason for him not to be, and I think he would benefit from that.
I think he's good in comparison to the rest of the lineup. I'm gonna do red versus blue mission. He's good in comparison to the rest of the lineup, but in comparison to the rest of the Counter-Strike player models, I think he's the bottom. I think he's bottom of Counter-Strike player models.
He could
not
be a
that
B.
He's bad. I think what I'm feeling in my heart about this fella is a B in front of fucked up Barney with no helmet.
You think
that's
so?
What I think.
Yeah, I think that's actually the perfect spot for him.
Boom. All right, next up,
Let's talk about the Gorilla.
Mexican guy. This is
Let's
classic.
talk about George Lopez.
Classic.
George Lopez! Face! George Lopez! Put that in the video.
Hey, Martinez! Hey, what's it going? Hey, George Lopez! Hey.
I like that his headband is colorable. That gives a cool level. I think this one's really good.
It is really good. It's just funny. It's honestly, and also, it's one of the rare Mexicans in the Source engine. You just don't see that much.
Is he really Mexican though? I don't really know.
He's something. He might as he's officially been adopted into the Mexican ethos, I think.
He was George Lopez, so I think that makes him Mexican.
I'm feeling A. I'm feeling A about him. Also, if you use this skin, you're Mexican, I think is my take.
Like a low A.
Thank you, brother. I will go to A. Thank you. Bye bye. A. He's good. Next up,
is he better than Breen?
Breen is good. I think if you don't color Breen, if you don't color Breen, he's better. But if you color Breen to make him red or something, then he's worse. So it's like a fluid thing. Next up, we get the Elite Crew. The Elite Crew. This is a classic.
We got Krasy. Shout out to Krasy.
Shout out to Krasy. Everyone knows Krasy. Elite Crew, classic. Motorola on the hip. It's a close-in zoom.
God, this was such a good model. Zoom in on his fucking cock.
On his penis.
The phone is so classic.
The Motorola on the hip. The Bluetooth. Boom. Mogged. Pew.
He's like the Giga Chad model.
Giga Chad, and then watch this is the best part reveal. The chain link, the Cuban link.
Is he? I think he's better than the Gorilla, right?
I think he's better than the Gorilla, yeah. He's underrated and he's good. I can't give him an S. I can't give him an S. It's just not possible. But I will give him a high A because he's just a really good skin.
Counter-Strike models really are like the monopoly of the good models in this game.
They're just the peak of Gary's mod models. All right, Terrorist, generic Terrorist, Phoenix.
He's good. His coloring is good. He's classic. He's TTT. He's synonymous with GMOD in a way.
I don't know. I think if you use this, you're a real Gmodder. You're into the depths of Gmod's game modes. You're going crazy.
You're Fagardo. Shout out to Fagardo.
You're going nuts. But I like him. He's got hands. He's got hairy arms. Top B is fair. It's for this guy. He's just middle of the road. Like if you need a player model and you don't know Gary's mod that much.
Yeah.
Top B is perfectly fine. I can't even remember. I can't even, was it this one?
Is the GIGN?
Yeah, they all kind of blend together.
Or is this the GIGN? I don't even know.
This is the Poly Z. I don't know. He's just mid. He's just okay. I don't hate him. They're just better ones. If you want to be a Counter-Strike Source player model guy, there's just better options out there.
This is probably like low C. I think all three of these are probably low C. Actually, the one with the visor is really cool.
This guy, you're going C. This guy, honestly, I don't even have to open the game, but I'll look at him just for.
I think he's cool. I think the visor is unique and classic.
When you see him from far away, like when you see him from over here, he almost kind of looks like Halo. He's like, oh, yeah. Halo, and then he gets close and it's just like, oh, he's just got like a visor on like COVID-19. I think he's a low B, but I do think he's a B.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, he goes to B. He goes behind Barnold, the last Counter-Strike fella. Orange glasses. Color-wise, the visor being orange is cool. It looked cooler, honestly, in the screenshot and the tier list, but it still looks cool. If you need a generic army guy to be like, oh, blah, 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 and you don't want to be Combine, Half-Life 2, nerd, then this is good.
A C?
Yeah, C is probably good. He's just terribly mid. What is on his shoulders? Like, what is that? A flashlight?
Yeah, it looks like it. I didn't even notice that. That's a cool detail.
I thought it was a big old fat cigar. He goes C, honestly, in front of Combine guy. I think he's a high C. That's my take. Next up, Dave Defeat, Source.
I think that's the American.
American guy. Honestly, it's just almost a waste of time to talk about these people. They look like butt. They just look like butt. I don't think they'd be good even if they didn't look like butt. But they do look like butt anyways. And most people don't have Dave Defeat Source mounted, so it looks extra butt. I appreciate having a World War II guy by default. That's like good, but he's just terribly boring, and his coat is like almost gray.
Is he worse than the? He's worse than the soldier.
He is. Next up, we get Germany. Classic German fella. You'll see this a lot in 1942 RP servers.
You will. You'll
see this
see him everywhere.
You'll see this in Dark.
He's better. He's actually better. I think he actually is better.
He is better, and that's not a statement of any kind. He just looks better.
Not.
He got the Darth Vader kind of drip. Like, he looks imposing, like I'm scary. And if you use the skin, I think you are scary. You're an imposing force.
You are scary if you use the skin.
C or B?
You think so? C?
Oh shit! I broke the camera. See, I told you he's evil, bro.
He
fucked up my camera. He fucked up my filming. Luckily, I have a save.
Wow, that's really funny. You had a save for that.
I knew I was gonna fuck up and punch the camera.
That's planning is crazy.
Yeah, I think he's.
I think he's better than the army guy. Is he better than Shell? He's not better than the.
He's not better than the Counter-Strike guy. Bottom C is where he belongs, I think. Eli Vance. This is a tried and true American man. He's an intellectual. Not really a common skin. You don't see anybody using this guy.
You really don't see him much.
You really don't. He sees that gat though.
He does. He spotted that shit.
Hell yeah, Gordon. It's just there's no funniness to it. He's very serious fella. There's no funniness. There's not a lot of.
If you kill him, it's almost like fucked up because that actually happens to him.
That's true. I think he's top of D. Yeah. Next up, female citizens. We got a lot of them. I don't actually know what the faces for these are. There's no like male 07 for the female variants. It's just kind of all. Hey. Like, I don't know.
It's unfortunate. I don't think any of them really had that pull.
They just don't have the pull of the male ones, because this is a male's game. It's a man's world.
I mean, and if you were a woman playing the game, you would just be Chell. I think most of these are probably D tier. Actually, now that I think about it.
I think they're all D tier. I think we can comfortably put them.
Let's just put all the women in the fucking trash.
Listen, we got women up here. We just these ones are just not doing it for me. Next up, Rebel women. Same problem. They're just not. There's no iconic women faces really. They all just kind of look the same. I don't think they're as bad as the default citizens though. They have something more going on.
Yeah, they're better. They've got better. They got a backpack. They look like they could carry a gun. You know.
If there's like you're playing with your friend and he gets up in your face as the woman rebel, it could be funny maybe. Like, hey. Like that could be funny.
Bottom C.
Bottom C. The rebel women.
I know you know G-Man is top S.
Now G-Man, I mean, I don't even have to look at the. I'll do it just to see him one more
Just for
time.
the viewers at home, but you know G-Man is top S.
Just to see him one more time, we'll entertain the idea that he could be anything besides a top S. But look at those. Look at that suit.
Oh my.
Those piercing
God.
blue eyes. He looks just as good as he did.
He is GMOD.
He is Gary's mod. If you didn't think this guy was gonna be S tier, I don't know what's wrong with you.
He's in the thumbnail of the video.
He's funny. He's in the thumbnail of the video probably. He's epic. He's based. He's got a
piercing
nice haircut.
eyes, classic suit.
If you use this player model, it's just
his...
classic. And you have used this player model. That's the thing about him. You probably haven't used half the player models in this video. You probably used this one. S tier. He's a quality. He's a quality get.
Top S. Top S. He
Top
is
of S
Gmod.
tier.
You can't really beat G-Man.
I don't think one will beat him. I don't think there's any that'll beat him. To just keep it real. Hostages.
All right, Asian guy.
The hostages we are going to separate because they are distinct enough. Now we're starting off with Asian hostage. He's funny. He's got the funny. He doesn't have the prestige or the classicness of a lot of the other skins, but he's funny. It's funny to imagine him picking up boxes and whatnot, and risen around in Gary's
compare
mod.
what are the clothes of the other hostages? What colors do they wear?
And he knocks down the camera. And look at this epic shot here of him looking to the water. If an Asian hostage guy knocked you in the water and then stood over you like this, it would be funny.
Now, what are the colors of the clothes for each of them? Who has the best fit is probably important.
Asian, he has green and white. I think it's the same as Court. This guy's got blue and green. This guy's old. He's got blue and green. And then Court has the same fit as the Asian fella. Well, honestly, we'll put this guy C. Just for the funniness, I think he's like low C. He's funny. You don't see him very much, but he's funny.
He kind of looks like Vanoss Gaming a little bit. Or am I just racist?
He does kind of look like Vanoss Gaming a little bit. Looks like old Vanoss Gaming.
Yeah.
He's good. He's C tier. Honestly, just next guy. He's all right.
This guy is nobody wants to use this guy. Let's be real.
He's just mid. Top of D is fair. He's not offensive or bad. He just sucks.
You would never seek this guy out ever.
He'd be sitting in the cuck chair. That's what I think. Just top of D. Top of D. All right, next. Next up, old guy.
Old guy.
He's old, but not old enough to be funny. Is my problem. He's just like a realistic old guy, and there's nothing funny about that. So I think he also belongs in top of D tier.
I don't think he actually wait. He was Bill Clinton in Kitty 706, wasn't he?
I guess he was. He has some utility. Maybe bottom B or maybe bottom C. I mean, sorry.
Bottom C could work.
He's not bad. He's more interesting than the last guy at least. I can't even remember what the fucking last guy looked like, to be honest. I already forget. Next up, the one and only.
We said I think a B is fair.
Dr. Court. He's funny. He's funny old. He's got pursed lips that are very funny.
He's got like fish lips. Nobody knows who he is.
He's jolly and weird at the same time. I like him. He just looks like a no good old man. He's dirty old man, and for that reason, he belongs in B tier. So we're gonna rank. I think we said Asian man was
low C.
Low C. This guy fucking D. Bottom. I can't remember what we said, but I hate him now.
This guy is bottom C, right?
Yeah, this guy's bottom C. Dr. Court.
Court is a B.
Is a B. He's not better than Counter-Strike, I think, but he's not as bad as any of these folks.
All right, now for the man of the hour.
The man of the hour, honestly, second only to G-Man.
I think so.
The only person that could ever rival G-Man is Dr. Kleiner.
The minge bag culture. He's Dr. Kleiner. And bitch, I'm Dr. Kleiner. Got some 80-inch rims, and I'm dripping in designer. Play the song there.
You think I give a fuck? Bitch, I'm Dr. Kleiner. Dr. Kleiner. Bitch, I'm Dr. Kleiner. Got some 80-inch rims, and I'm dripping in designer.
Seeing him no clip around with a fizz gun is just funny. He looks like a Gary's mod player. Like, oh, I'm going to build interesting physics operations.
He makes for being like an old guy, he makes a perfect little kid.
Yeah, changing him to be red and whatnot is funny.
Yeah.
It's just a good skin. I think it's S tier. I think it's behind G-Man, but it is S tier.
I think it's behind G-Man, and I think it's S tier.
S tier for Dr. Kleiner. Next up,
Melo 2, Ted Backman.
Ted Backman. Ted, whatever his name is.
He's classic. It's really funny when you know he's the guy who was drawing all the weird dick shit in the first game.
Yeah, he just looks like he'd do that. He just looks like someone's like older brother that plays the drums and is like asking.
360.
He's like asking for his Xbox 360 controller back. He's like being an asshole.
Yeah.
He's like, I bought it. Give it to me back.
Yeah.
You can't use it. But yeah, I like him. He's B tier.
It might even be an A tier, like a low A.
Yeah, I think you've convinced me with that one. Yeah, I think you're right. We're giving you low A, the lowest A for now. But next up,
now it's the icon.
The icon of Gary's Mod. He literally is on the cover. If you look at the cover, he literally is on it. I think. I'm pretty sure. You know him. He's everything. Honestly, there's not even any reason to do a dissertation about this. This is easy S tier. If you use this skin, you love Gary's Mod.
You really think so? Look at the other one.
Actually, fuck it. I don't know. I'm looking at him. I like him a lot.
He's really good.
Fuck, he is actually really good. Okay, you know what? I'm doing an unprecedented move here. I'm skipping ahead in the line. He's going S tier. He's going honestly here. S tier. And the Malo 6, Malo 7, Rebel, wherever the fuck he is. Which one is this? Is it this one?
Yeah.
He's also... He's going S tier. Right there is where he's going. Unprecedented move. We're skipping ahead in the line, but it has to be done for Malo 7. If you use this, you're just like, fuck.
The color on that is fucking gross.
This guy is like spamming voice chat with the N-word, for sure.
Yes, yeah. The fact you can color the shirt and it just colors their entire like body is just nasty. Like, why are you blue?
Let's see that in action.
Put Breaking Bad clip. Put fucking Breaking Bad. Why are you blue there?
I think this is one of the, honestly, this is one of the most like offensive, one of the most offensive things you can do to someone's eyes in default Gary's Mod, like without installing an add-on. Pulling up as this guy is just one of the most offensive. This might be the worst model, honestly.
It's kind of good for how bad it is, though. Like, it's so
walking
bad.
around a corner, like there's no other. In default Gary's Mod, there's nothing you can do that will offend someone's eyes as much as running up as this guy, colored. He's just fucking gross.
He's fucking horrific. He's terrible. The fact you made him like mint colored is fucking horrible.
You can't even tell where he's looking. I'm looking down at the ground. I'm looking completely at the ground, and he's fucking...
He has no eye.
He just sucks. Using female Metrocop is just a very odd choice. But that's probably more interesting than just being gross. And he might be the worst, actually. That's my take. He's just the worst. There's no redeeming qualities. All right, well, that's every player model in Gary's Mod. We've ranked them. You got your S tiers.
S tier is G-Man, Kleiner, Malo 7, Elite, Malo 7, Rebel, Arctic, Grigori, and Sharple. I think that's a great S tier.
I think these are undebatable. I think the A tier is pretty undebatable. I think these are all good. I think the B tier, these are the skins you want to use. I think in the order of S, A, and B, I think those are the only valid skins, basically. These are situational. You can use them if you absolutely have to. And then these, never use, garbage, ass. Okay? These are just these just all suck. The skeleton, honestly, he's like the only one that has some kind of utility. You could do something with him, but it probably won't be funny, to be honest with you. So that's the take. That's the tier list. This is how you play Gary's Mod.
Tune in next time for Gmod Maps tier list for the next one.
Tune in next time for Gmod Classic Maps tier list. And thanks for watching. I've been...
Ratlobber.
Uncle Dane. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Anybody want to play?
I don't want to play with you, so go away from me.
Anybody want to play?
Stop.
Anybody want to play?
We don't want to play with you.
Anybody want to play with me?
Go away.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Jesus.
Dr. Kleiner, did before the signer. Got the shotty by my side, and I feel like Dr. Kleiner.